All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Daily Update, my 1000 Day Challenge. This is day 271, so let's get things started. All right, so first and foremost, you'll notice the balance remained the same. No new trade was actually closed, so I remain both in terms of the experimental and the main trading account setup. All right, but other than that, in terms of the market structure update itself, as you will notice, the daily market structure, quite a number have actually turned from neutral to actually bullish, which is actually for KWEB itself. Whereas for Nasdaq, we still tentatively looks to be neutral. And if you look in terms of the actual candlestick pattern itself, you will see that there's some sort of hesitation, but very tight consolidation over here on the S&P 500 and similarly on the Nasdaq. So to me, this level seems to be where the number of buyers and sellers seems to be of a similar strength itself. So I wouldn't say that it's very clear, both in terms of the general market-wise, because bear in mind that the index is actually a combination of a number of stocks. So it just goes to show that the number of sellers in those respective stocks do sum up relatively the same in terms of buying pressure, in terms of selling pressure as well. So yeah, I would say that the sentiment is rather undecided as of this moment. But of course, overall, we still tend to be a little bit on the bullish side of things simply because buyers are actually very interested to buy, even though we are a little bit above in terms of 20 exponential average on the daily chart itself. So buyers are still very keen on buying and there's still buying pressure coming from it. All right, and in terms of KWEB, when things looks to be, I mean, ESH and the China index as well, things looks to be good as well. Even though we have this down slope, 50 simple moving averages, you can see that we're actually a potential reversal in trend, whereby these 20 exponential moving averages start to slope upwards, and price is also maintaining nicely above this 150 simple moving average. And similarly for KWEB ones, we have actually maintained above the 200 simple moving average and also the 20 exponential moving average for the 4th consecutive days. So things looks to be great, and in fact, I've actually added a couple of dollar cost average in for KWEB yesterday. For ASH, I didn't add in simply because I already have closed my maximum position that I wanted to add. All right. Other than that, finally, just a quick touch on Bitcoin itself. So like what I mentioned yesterday, that if you have yet to enter along, this may not be the best position to enter. And simply because if you look in terms of the daily chart itself, we are potentially at the key resistance, which is this 20 exponential moving average. And it seems that yesterday we rejected once, and potentially today we could be rejected the second time. So if we do have much stronger volume in the next 10 hours or so, then it will mean that we will see potential pullback further. And would it go to touch the lower? That is up to anybody guess. My personal take is that let's see how price action react to it, especially on the forward chart. I'm still looking for potential long setup, but bearing in mind that until there's clear progression, I want the clear support to be established and then break to a higher high above these 200 simple moving average and this key resistance region before even considering the long setup itself. All right, with that said, that's more or less about it. I wouldn't say there's any new price action setup. If you're looking to trade a 4-hour and daily chart based on price action, personally for me, I don't see any potential setup. If you do see any potential setup, feel free to let me know. I would say that this was a potential setup you could go for with a tight trailing stop loss. But of course, like I said, I do combine into other technical indicators in addition to just trading purely based on price action. If I were to trade purely based on price action, then this will be a valid setup. This will also be a potential valid setup itself. With that said, that comes the end of the day itself. That's it for today. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.